What do you think of that? What don't you think of that? I think that girl has got everything that she deserves.
It's going to get to that point where we're in the blanket again, heated blanket. I've got like a heated sheet thing that I've put underneath the, I've got the blankets on the sofa, so I've got like a heated sheet thing. I have had it on already,
No.
Yes, it's been cold. I don't leave it on. I just put it on to warm me and then turn it off.
I just want it on my feet a little bit.
Yeah, I know, see? It is like...
Because I've got no socks on, that's all.
It's getting to the point where it's like, oh, in the evenings, I want to see what the temperature is. It's 9 degrees.
Right.
It's quite a drop. Oh, it's 12 tomorrow. Right.
It's boiling for the UK.
Do you think?
No.
Apparently there's snow in Africa.
Oh, behave.
I'm going to have to Google it now.
Oh.
You know me, I have to Google everything.
Yeah, I know.
Snow.
And there won't be snow in Africa
This Christmas time.
Apparently.
Greatest gift they'll get this year is life.
When nothing ever grows, no rain or rivers flow.
Told ya.
Lions enjoy unusual
Snow.
springtime snow
South
in
Africa.
South Africa.
That, yeah, everyone's like, that's never happened before. The world is ending really soon this Christmas time. we're in the wrong pod. It's not Christmas.
It's not.
Right.
Not
You're
yet.
starting this time, by the way.
Hello and welcome to
No,
Oh, sorry.
not that bit.
Oh, sorry.
It doesn't sound right when you do it.
No, don't.
Shall we switch it up?
I don't even know what you say. I just go, and I'm Emily.
Yeah.
That's all I know what to do.
And today we are.
Emily.
Today we're Emily.
Today we are and Emily. That's
Right.
all I know what to say.
Hello everyone and welcome to Middle Aged Opinion. I'm your host Ellie.
Hello, Emily. See, that's my bit.
And when I find you looking at me, it just makes me giggle.
I feel like I look at you all the time when you're
I know, I'm
talking.
like,
It's because you go,
hello.
and I'm like, I don't know who this woman is.
I don't know why I do it. It's like when I pick up the phone, oh yes, hello.
But who
This
you
is
start
her.
as, who you start as, and who you end up at the end of it as.
I
you're
end
like-
up as me.
You're just like this whole journey.
Yeah,
of
but don't I always end up as
personality.
just me?
Yeah. You go, oh fuck my house, as you get up, and I'm like,
What I've noticed as well is with certain stories when I like fully go into the character and then I change my accent and I talk like that about different accents, and even though it doesn't specifically say that they're from the farm,
but they are now.
yeah, I don't know why I do that, but I remember working at Wilco and answering the phone in the evening going, yes, hello, Wilco, Ellie speaking, how may I help you? My manager went, Ellie, is that you? Because normally I'm like, you're right, babe. And then he
I
was
surprised
like,
you didn't like, hi, it's Michelle speaking.
he didn't even know that I could.
You should have said Michelle. He'd be like,
Yeah.
who are you?
Yeah, we
No,
don't have a
we
Michelle
don't have a
working
Michelle.
there.
That's funny. Right, yeah, so today we're going to be looking at all things spooky and supernatural and encounters and just hocus pocus, horror and Halloween-y
Halloween.
deliciousness.
Dun dun dun, 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 dun. I'm trying to think. That's not even a thing. Let's do Jaws. Dun dun
Dun,
dun dun
dun,
dun
dun,
dun
dun,
dun
dun,
dun dun
dun,
dun
dun,
dun dun dun. I was trying to think of a Halloween
dun,
tune,
dun.
but there isn't really
There's
any, is there?
loads.
Yeah, but it's more like. I don't know. That sounds like a bed. What's a famous Halloween? Come little children, I'll take thee away. You don't know that one? Into a land of enchantment. Tell me you know who that what
Hocus
they.
Pocus.
Yeah.
But that's not horror though,
Yeah,
is it?
yeah, but they're taking the children away.
Yeah, because they deserve to go, really.
What, the kids?
Yeah, little arseholes.
Yeah, little arseholes. Have you watched Hocus Pocus 2? Excellent.
I want to say yeah, but I'm not sure.
Anything with those
Possibly. I
Bette
think
Midler, I think it is.
I think
love
me and
them.
the boys did last year, you know.
Yeah, same here. I thought it was great. Right, you're kicking us off.
I'm kicking us off. I'm going to be starting with Scary Encounters, quite short actually.
Sweet.
Doppelganger husband or something else.
Mimics.
I mean, who wants two husbands, really?
Not me. Not me, brother.
No, thank you.
Oh, I've just celebrated, before she gets onto it, my 20-year wedding anniversary.
Well done.
20 years.
Well done.
Nobody's died.
No one's died.
Nobody's stabbed each other.
Nobody's been stabbed.
I haven't hurt him in any way.
He hasn't hurt you in any way.
Yeah, I feel like we're winning.
Honestly, you've done great.
Yeah, I mean, he annoys me endlessly and I annoy him endlessly. Do you
I
know?
feel like that's part of it.
I took him the other day to pick up my youngest, and he just complained about my driving the whole way. And I was like, really? Really, you're complaining about my driving? You're a lunatic. Yeah, apparently I'm not a good driver.
Wow.
I feel like I am a good driver.
I feel like you do all right.
Yeah.
I've been in worse car driving.
I've had a few scrapes here and there, but ultimately, like, I try and be careful.
You haven't been driving long though, have you?
Only 8 years. 8 years though, babe. Still quite long. What about you?
I passed when I was 17.
Wow.
I've been driving longer than you've been married.
Yeah. A long time.
Damn.
I mean, I should have done that, but moving on. Right, over to you.
Okay, doppelganger husband or something else. Okay. So I know this isn't the most horrifying, but it scared the living daylights out of me. For content, my master bedroom is upstairs and connected to the master bathroom. And the bathroom also has a door to the hallway. My son was already asleep and my husband was in bed. I had been washing my face, important because I did have my eyes closed for a minute.
Okay.
That bit of information was important.
Yeah, it's like I wrote it, where I had the extra bits that we don't need. Yeah, go on.
As I was washing my face and her eyes were closed,
Yeah.
I heard my husband call my name and say, "Come down here." I had just wiped my face and started heading downstairs when I noticed all the lights are still off. Weird. I took a few steps down the stairs and said, "What's up, babe?" And my husband replies sleepily from the bedroom, "What?"
No.
I have never ran back up the stairs so fast in my life. He had been asleep and never heard a thing. I swear what I heard was my husband's voice. I have no idea what this could have been, but it definitely freaked me out.
It's giving mimic. Do you know how many stories?
Honestly, I hate these stories.
Do you know how many stories of mimics are coming out more and more? I think the more social media grows and the more people that are connected around the world, more things are coming out. And I personally think it's getting to a point where we can't
this
deny
person's
it.
a bit of me. My guess is your husband was probably sleep talking.
That's where you'd go. Would you run up the stairs then, or just
I mean,
walk?
that would be logically the right answer because that makes sense if she heard her husband. The only thing that don't make sense about it is she heard it from downstairs and he was in bed.
That's what I'm saying. Clear, like he weren't asleep either when he called her.
And OP actually said, "I'd like to think that too, but my brain fooled me. But I swear it came from downstairs. Maybe husband is a secret ventriloquist." That's not even funny.
No.
He's a ventriloquist. No.
Yeah. It's giving mimic, and I send the stuff to you now.
No, I don't like it.
Yeah, I know. I like to send it to you, and then sometimes I'm like, but yeah, it's giving.
Her up. She won't sleep tonight.
It's giving mimic. It is giving mimic.
I hate it. I hate mimic.
What is a mimic?
I don't know. What does it look like?
And what happens if you go to it? You're gonna have to Google.
I'm gonna.
What is a mimic?
What is a? Listen, and this isn't me manifesting or any bullshit like that.
No.
I'm just looking
For informational purposes.
Images, yeah.
Yeah. No. Let's see what it
That's
says.
stupid.
Did you ask what a mimic is?
this is images of what is a mimic. This is what.
So people don't really know. The Mimic. There's a horror. Ooh, might have to search that when I get in. Watch that before I go to bed tonight. Go on normal Google search. I want to see what the top thing says. Right,
so,
mimic.
Mimic. Someone in their actions or words. That's what the verb, noun, adjective.
What is a mimic?
Ghost.
A type of ghost.
A ghost type. The mimic. A ghost type in the game.
Theomorpheus. No, Morphia.
No.
Yeah, anyway. Which is able to switch into alternatives.
Attributes to resemble
Unless
any
it's just
other ghost in the roster.
Unless it's just something that fucks with people. Do you know what I mean?
What is a mimic creature? This book describes mimics as strange and deadly creatures that can change their pigmentation and shape. They use this ability to lure, it says hapless, but I think it's supposed to say helpless,
Yeah.
victims close enough to slay. The book notes that the weapon striking a mimic becomes stuck to the creature's thick, slimy adhesive. Through the weapon can be pried off.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good.
Mimic Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, interesting. Maybe, I don't know. I just find it weird.
Was
that
there
more
something
and more...
similar like that in what is that? Oh shit, I can't think what it's called.
I don't know what you're even thinking about.
I can't even think what it's called. But I bloody sat and watched the whole Poxy thing, and I was supposed to watch it with the eldest, and he watched only a couple of them. You've watched them all.
Oh, you're talking about Stranger Things.
That's it. Is there something like that in Stranger Things?
Kind of. You're talking about the things in the first series. In the first one where they're like
mimic.
And they've got like, but they're not mimics because they don't turn into anything else. But I know what you're saying. You're thinking of the slime and all that sort of thing, aren't you?
Can a human be a mimic? Person mimicking.
Yeah, I think it's
It
scary.
does.
And I don't really
Are mimics
understand.
harmful? Most time, including.
I don't really understand why
Deceptive.
more and more people are
don't know.
reporting, or the videos that I showed you, like where people's names are being called, but there's nobody else in the house. That's so weird.
Yeah, I feel, for me, there's not a thing to show you what you're looking for if...
No. Well, when you get there, what would actually happen?
Yeah.
I don't, there are no cases of that, but it's said to, like, allure you out, isn't it?
Yeah, but for what?
That's what I'm saying, but it's got, I doubt it's for a picnic and a fucking back rub, do you? I feel like the purpose is evil purpose.
What do they do to you? Disguise his body as an inanimate object, commonly a chest. So they're saying that it tends to disguise itself as a chest. This is supposed to be the common feature it takes, and then the mimic uses a powerful adhesive that holds fast to creatures that touch it, allowing the mimic to beat its victims with a powerful,
whatever that word says.
something pods.
Yeah, I feel like
There's a pods.
if you hear your name being called, don't go to it.
Listen, I'm alright. I don't think I've got any chest in this house.
No.
I don't.
There was a video,
it would not be
and this girl
chucking it out.
This girl hears her name being called from inside
Yes,
the
yes.
hallway, and then her mate grabs her arm and went, "I never called you," and pulls her back down the steps. before she goes into the hallway, and then they go off. That was caught on camera as well.
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah, I didn't like that either. Right, we're moving on.
Yeah.
Perhaps for
Oh,
the
I've
next.
still got fucking black-eyed kids on here.
Perhaps for the next episode, we do a little bit of research on a few things to see if we can. Do you know what I mean? Understand what it is that we're talking about. Right.
I don't know if I want to sometimes, you know. Do I want to know?
I mean, I do a lot of research on if I watch a horror film, like for example, Conjurings are meant to be based on true stories. So then I'll research, but then I find out what is from the movie and what they've added to make it scarier. Do you see what I mean?
Because
and
it's not
touch
scary
wood.
enough. They decide they
Yeah.
need to make it more scary.
And then touch wood, nothing bad's happened because it's not like I'm opening a door or anything like that. I'm simply researching what the real case is. And I've watched the real case of the second Conjuring because that happened in Eddinsfields, London. That it was from a council property and all that. And then you've got the kids that are now adults now and they give their true account. So you know what's been added and all that sort of thing. And touch wood, there is no wood, but touch wood, you know, nothing bad's happened. But it's really because I want to know what's real about it and what's added. Anyway, why are my pants in the road?
Ho.
Yeah. So I went camping Friday and Saturday off Ice House Road in the National Forest. There were 6 of us.
Were?
There were 6 of us.
What, they're not now?
Don't know. Our spot was right off an unpaved road. Only saw 2 cars drive by the whole time. Totally private. Well, Saturday afternoon, we all hopped in one car and drove a mile back down, I think she means the road, to check out an abandoned house. Nothing on the road. Yeah, honestly, nothing on the road. Literally, nothing on the road. 2 hours later, once back at camp, we swamp. Then I took the car back down the road. Oh, we swapped and then took the car back down the road to get to the main road to go to the store and get more soda. On the way down the gravel road next to the abandoned house, I saw a pair of neatly folded blue jeans in the middle of the road. Thought, that wasn't there earlier. Must have fallen off somebody's car, or somebody popped their pants and got rid of them, pooped their pants and got rid of them. They were still there half an hour later on my way back out to go home. I left camping trip early. Cut to today, Sunday, when the rest of the campers were leaving. My son was the first down the road and he spotted the jeans. I never mentioned it to them. My son's friend was in the second car and he hopped out and saw those are my jeans I wore on Friday. I think it's where she's adding all the detail. That's why your face is going, what? A couple of 100 feet down the road, right before the main road, his socks are in the middle of the road. What the fuck? No way his clothes dropped off his vehicle since his friend never drove there since wearing them. Weird, the jeans owner changed out of those jeans and put them in the back of the pickup where he slept Friday night. Was someone or something snooping around our campsite right next to where we slept Friday night? Were they fucking with us? We had about 10 guns with us. But this is freaking everyone out. Saturday night at 3 a.m, a couple of guys heard something making noises in the wood, woot noises close to us. I'm officially spooked. If I ever go camping again, I slept in a locked car. What the fuck? What do you think?
Raccoons.
They folded the jeans.
They're clever little. They got opposable thumbs, you know.
I want a raccoon.
Yeah, I really
I want a raccoon and a
want.
fox.
So cute.
I think somebody else was fucking with them. I don't think it's paranormal.
No. I think it was a raccoon.
You think a raccoon, I think a human being was fucking with them. There was a human being who owns a raccoon.
They were tag teaming.
They were tag teaming. But he
took the
wasn't
socks.
just a human, he was a werewolf. But lucky for them, it wasn't a full moon.
It was not.
It was not. And their cousin is a vampire. But he was away that
I
weekend.
feel like you're being really, like, dramatic.
Yeah, well,
and,
you added the raccoon. So I'm going with it. You're like, it's a raccoon. So I'm like, all right, then I'm going
Yeah,
to
but you know
jump on the
raccoons
train.
are, like, real.
Yeah, I know raccoons are real, but
We
I don't
just turned
think...
into werewolves and
Yeah,
vampires.
because I don't think a raccoon
not
went on the
Twilight.
campsite and went, those jeans, those socks, fucked off down the road, folded the jeans up,
Well,
put them there,
they might have already been folded and they just picked them up and scampered off.
and then
Scampered.
placed the
I love
socks
that
somewhere
word.
else, scampered off. Yeah. So
Scampered.
I think it was a human fucking with them. I don't think it's paranormal.
I don't think it's paranormal. I mean,
Yes.
it would upset you. Like, it would upset me. I'd be like
It
that.
freaked me out. I wouldn't like it at all.
But
I don't
equally,
think I'd
if
go
I drove
back.
past a pair of jeans and I looked at them, I'd be like, I feel like I'd recognise my own pair of jeans.
I feel like I would as well, but I've got about 100 pairs, so maybe I wouldn't. I don't know. I'd
If you had
probably...
just worn a pair, I feel like you would know.
I'd also
Those
notice
jeans.
when I'm packing up that my jeans weren't there.
Yeah.
And then if I drove down, I'd be like,
Are
are they my
from-
jeans?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's also strange to me as well.
Mm.
I feel like they just wanted to be on Reddit.
Yeah, I'm like, it's not that good.
No. You're next.
Alright. Scary encounters. My twin cousin's pond is a portal.
Good times.
It starts with peeps
Peeps.
in the encounter. Sorry, peeps in the encounter. Me, I'm a girl. Elil,
Yeah.
Eli, don't know. My twin cousin, he's a boy. And Ricky,
Eli.
Eli,
Little brother.
little brother. Wow.
Eli? I feel like we're saying that wrong.
Yeah, I really think that's.
Eli. That better?
I don't know if Eli has an L on the end.
I don't know how to spell Eli. First I thought it said Ellie. And then I realised.
Don't know, I'm going to say Eli. We're going to call it Eli.
Dave.
I know. It sounds fake, right? But it's not. I mean, I don't know where they've got.
Twins
All
from Eva.
they've told us is who's involved, and
Yeah.
she's saying it sounds fake. Well, I'm not sure about the name. That might not be not a real name.
Okay.
But so far, I don't feel like anything's not fake.
No, I feel like it's real. And now I'm starting to think, is it fake?
Mm.
Okay.
So, I went to visit my twins' house. Then I'm confused.
Yeah. I'm a little... Start
What?
again.
So what? She's a twin.
No, you have to start again. Start again. Let's go again. My bad.
Peeps in the encounter. Me, I'm a girl. Eli, my twin cousin, he's a boy. And Ricky, Eli's little bro.
How are they twin cousins?
Yeah, I'm a little bit confused.
Unless they were born at the same time, so their family calls them twins.
See, I thought when she was saying twin cousin, I thought she was implying about her cousin who are
Twins.
twins.
But we haven't heard about any... Okay, you're going to have to read it and we'll try and work
okay.
it out.
Anyway, I know, it sounds fake, right? But it's not. So I went to visit my twin's house. Then every morning we would go outside and check the perimeter for any ghosts. Of course there were none since it's daytime, and what would they be doing then? At night we would sneak past his parents and go outside. Crazy enough, I got a big scratch on my back. He panicked and we split up. His little brother was there, but in the morning he would be either asleep or too scared to come out. Since we have been doing this for ages, we were prepared with walkie-talkies, the machine that detects ghosts and demons, holy water, salt. we had a light, different colour for each person that we wore on our clothes. We always wore black clothes, hoping that if a ghost demon is approaching us, that we could run and camouflage in with the darkness so they can't see us. Okay, does that work?
I mean, my head's a bit everywhere, and it's daytime.
Yeah. Since we were splitting up and I was wounded, we found at splitting up, Eli carried me inside while Ricky got a med kit. Thankfully, our parents weren't there because they had to go far away to drop off Eli's big brother at college and enjoy the time away from us. We were the dynamic troublemaker duo. When I got all fixed up, we went back outside for about 20 minutes or so. Nothing happened. Then we said it. The beautiful pond turned to a scary glowing pond. When we saw a big skinny pale creature, we split up to go our separate safe place to get ready to get rid of whatever that scary dangerous creature was planning to do with us and to other people. Okay. As we talked through our walkie-talkies, the creature looked for us, hungry, so it bent down and looked, then stood up and shrieked as if it was calling for backup. I was right. Before we knew it, ghosts and demons came out of the pond. Unfortunately, on spotting Ricky, since he was looking for his holy water, that's when he told us, "My holy water is inside and I think I've been spotted." In which I replied, "Okay, I guess I'll go get it. Meanwhile, you should stay quiet and make a salt circle. It should protect you." Then he said, "Okay," and Eli said, "You're so dumb, Ricky." I quickly turned off my... I'm sorry.
You have to finish it
I
now.
quickly turned off my purple light, told Eli and Ricky that I was about to leave, and turned off my walkie-talkie. As I went out a secret exit where nobody would see me, I would constantly look around to see if anybody saw me. Once I got into the house, I decided to get some extras in case we needed more supplies. I turned on my walkie-talkie and told them I got it and some extras. Then I turned it off and sneaked back into my safe space. Then I got ready to go to the tree house. It was high up and it blended in, so we would be... You're supposed to be scared.
Oh.
So be safe.
Oh.
Thank God that we made a tunnel underground just in case this would have
Fucking
happened.
hell.
I told Ricky and Eli to go to the treehouse. Once we were there, we got the holy water ready to drip it on top of the demons, ghosts, and the tall, skinny creature. When we did it and all was done, we felt relief that we were still alive. Whew. Now we still do what we do in the mornings and nights. I know that it will never happen ever again because we put a really big circle around the pond. To this day, we still encounter some minor ghost demons. Sure, it might happen again, but let's just not think about the negatives. P.S. Eli lives in the Midlands.
So, before you read that, because that's so my boys, I tell you what it was giving, Harry Potter mixed with, you know that thing where the goblins chase him and he goes round the house? Oh, it's a famous film. Yeah. So it's giving that / Harry Potter, but also a lot of waffle and crap. I mean, that was crap.
There's no capital letters in there either.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. It was just
really difficult to read.
It was just a hibbity dibbity of this, that, and everything else.
Feel like
it makes
this
no
was
sense.
a 8-year-old child writing this.
Yeah, a fictional novel.
Yeah.
I don't understand what the twin situation is either.
Like the twin cousins. I'm not sure. Who
I'm
the
assuming
twin is.
they were clearly born at the same time.
I
That would
just
be the
feel
only
like
reason.
It was irrelevant to the story. Yes, even someone else, twin cousins. What in the
It was
Kentucky
actually
Fried
It was actually the
incest
title.
fuckery was going on in your family? I mean,
It was also the title of the story. See, the person above wrote cap.
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 What does cap mean?
Cap means bullshit.
Cap.
Yeah, because if you say something to the boys
Oh,
and they
yeah.
don't agree, they go, that's cap. And I was like, what are you talking about?
Sorry.
No.
What in the Kentucky Fried incest fuckery is going on in your family?
I actually enjoyed it.
I mean that as respectfully as I can be expected.
I would definitely say I've got undiagnosed ADHD, and still that didn't make any sense to me. But I enjoyed it. Gave me a giggle. Let's hope that this isn't as brilliant as that one. Spooky story in Egypt. So this is somebody's story. It doesn't say so far based on real events, yeah?
Uh-huh.
Not mine, but rather my friend's story. So it might be. I live in Australia.
No.
Australia.
You got to do the accent.
I'm
now.
really happy. Shall I try it? That's
Yeah,
going
all
to
the
piss
way
everyone
through.
out. Right,
All the
okay.
way through.
I'm really sorry to any Australians that do listen, but I've got to do it, yeah, because I think I sound like an Australian, but apparently
she's
I
just
don't.
a silly pommy, bear with.
Right. Spooky story in Egypt.
Spooky?
Spooky. Not mine, but rather my friend's story. I live in Australia, even though my family and I have roots in Egypt. My dad's from a small village, on the west side of the Nile, about 6 hours away from Cairo. We often visit there, nearly every summer.
Cairo.
Fair income. Staying at my uncle's house. In that village, there is also a very old school. Built in the 60s, fairly close to the residential area. Can I stop now? Because I feel like
you started, you invested.
but I feel like
a long
it's
one.
ruining my story.
It's a long story.
Right.
Go on.
I live in Australia, even though my family and I have roots in Egypt. My dad's from a small village on the west side of the Nile, about 6 hours from Cairo. Thank you for that. We often visit there nearly every summer, staying at my uncle's house. In that village, there is also a very old school, built in the 60s, fairly close to the residential area. It was never torn down, even though the school was shut down a long time ago, and remains have no purpose at all. Oh, the remains have no purpose at all. The main gate is locked, and you can only enter by climbing the walls which surround the place, and all the classrooms are boarded up. The youngsters of the village often meet up at the schoolyard. It's the gathering point of the village youth, and everyone knows that, especially whenever you're there, you're bound to meet someone who you hang out with. I've heard a lot of stories about the school, some creepy and some weird, some rather disturbing, but I never paid real attention to those, since I don't like creeping myself out that much. But my friend's story made me never want to visit that place again. It's you.
I read this.
Yeah. One night, it was around midnight, my friend and his friends decided to chill out there. They'd buy a couple of sodas, some chips, and make themselves cool nights. Since the school was close to the farm that belonged to his family, and his dad had told him to check on the animals, enough food, etc. He told his friends he'd meet them there after he did what his father had asked him to do. After finishing checking on the animals, which he did rather quickly, he headed to the school. He climbed the walls, closed the yard, and headed straight towards the white tree on the far end. None of his friends were there yet, so he decided to wait. He climbed the tree and sat down on a wide branch, both legs dangling from either side of it. It was a chill night breeze, and the only light was those from the stars and the moon. Sounds beautiful. He was staring at the sky when suddenly he heard something get knocked over in the boarded up classroom. A small thud, barely audible, but it alarmed him. He thought it was an animal at first, but he remembered that. Have I read this before?
No.
He remembered that there was no entry point for any kind of animal except insects. All the windows and doors of the school were 100% sealed. He heard another thud, this time closer to him and louder, then another and another. He started to get scared. He thought it might be the Jin, sort of a demon. Look into it if you're interested. Interesting. Might have a look at that. Then suddenly he felt an evil of some sort stepping into play. He felt his neck hair stand up and an earthly chill uneasily of danger. Then something pulled at his leg vigorously. He nearly felt he nearly fell and grabbed the tree trunk, managing to hold on. He looked down and there was nothing. He even thought that there was no one there. Something was pulling at him again. This time he jumped out of the tree, ran across the yard, climbed the walls and just sprinted home. He felt as if wherever it was chasing him. After that, he never entered the school grounds again after sundown, and never alone with his friends. Although they believed him, they still met up at this place and never reported anything weird happening. Unfortunately, my friend has had more strange occurrence afterwards, knocking voices, randomly being woken up in the middle of the night, random bruises without origin. One time it almost looked like he was punched down the stairs when he was at my place. It's almost like whatever he met there is stuck with him. He's consulted a local IMAM, like a witch doctor, I'm assuming, sort of priest, but the Islamic people, and he was cleansed. He is asked to never enter the place again. He's 21 now, and this was 3 years ago. Are you looking for that thing to look up? Did you find it? I need to find it. What do you think of that?
I mean,
it's a no from me.
I already got that.
Right, if you want to find out what it was JHIN, and then it's got a /JINN. I know I probably said that wrong. What about images? Also, I don't know about, what is it, like a demon? I don't know what it is. So what do you think? Do you think there was a evil entity there?
Yeah, man, that was
So do
not
I.
okay.
I think it might be attached to him now as well.
Because it touched him.
Yeah. And weird stuff still
Do you
going
know
on
what?
now.
Before you even said it, I was like, oh my god, someone's gonna grab his ankles because he's hanging over the edge.
What I don't like is that he went to the Islamic people to have the cleanse, and they've asked him to never return. Meaning what's attached to him must be really evil, that it scared them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like that. Although that was a good one, that one.
Yeah. Where was his mates, by the way?
Exactly. No idea.
No.
No idea. Put demons behind it and see if anything comes up. There you go.
Yeah. Put a
It's
deer.
however they've spelt it. Images. Moving on.
This thing's come up again.
No idea.
The golden demon.
So it is a demon of some sort.
I mean, it came up before we put the word demon in.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Obviously, it's, you know, different countries, different words for what things are, isn't it? I mean, I don't like it. I'm not happy about that. Remember at Tough Mudder? When I was like, I'm not having fun, Emily. When we first went in that first water. I'm not happy.
Do you know what? But I weren't happy going under that fucking net.
Yeah, what
My
is
hair
that
kept getting
about? I
caught in
know.
it, and I'm like,
You were like, my band,
I'm
my
stuck.
band.
I'm fucking. All I kept.
like
My
a
biggest
skid.
concern was.
I had a skid down my face. That was fantastic.
My
that
biggest
was.
concern that my arse was up in the air and there's a boy walking, like, crawling
I
behind
don't
me.
think they're interested about our
I just
arses.
didn't need his face in my arse.
Yeah, I don't feel like he was turned on in any
But if
shape
I
or
had
form.
stopped, his nose would have gone up my backside. Like, he was that close to
Do you know
me.
what I thought weird, right? So I found like when we walked with the nets, and then when we went down and we had to crawl, those men were really close, and they were it was taking ages. Next thing you know, they were like, fucking whippets gone. And I was like, where are these bitches holding the net up? And then I had to put my face down, and that's when I got the skid mark.
You did. And then when we went through the water with
And
the,
I had the
electrics
beard.
and you had a beard.
Yeah, because I didn't want to get stung.
You didn't want to get stung.
Did you see what happened when I got when we went through the electric fence and it touched my arm, that I got flown?
Yeah.
I went
It
flying.
zapped my leg and I was like that.
Yeah,
But I was
it
okay.
actually threw me. Jenna said, "Was it bad?" I said, "Baby, it threw me. Literally threw me on the
I think
floor."
it depends where you get zapped, you know.
It was my
'Cause-
arm.
Because you know the water one, and they were dangling down.
I
There's-
didn't get
I'm going
that.
to show you on it's on Instagram. This guy gets zapped in the head, but where he gets zapped in the head, he goes "Wah!" and
Head
dunks.
butts.
But then he comes back up and hits his head on it again, so it goes back down again. It really made me laugh. Do you know? I think he goes.
We
down
didn't
like
get
three
hit.
or
I
four
didn't get
times.
hit once.
No, because
there.
I
I was going like a
crocodile.
snake. I was like that, weaving in between. I thought, please don't touch my face. Don't touch my face.
Don't touch my ass. Don't touch my face. I was just like,
Yeah. And then I thought it won't be that bad when we went through the electric thing. You know, like, you know, if you ever get one of those lighter things and you get, I thought that it would be like that. Well, fuck me, I fucking went flying. I was like, there's no photos of us in there either. I was a bit gutted about
I'm in
that.
it. There's only two.
I'm
And
not
it's
in.
me going like,
No, I'm not in there. Couldn't believe it. I was like, mate, I did every obstacle.
"Do you
Where
know the
are my
obstacle I
pictures?
wanted a photo of me. I've got the monkey things.
I've
Excuse
got
me.
that.
I'm on it, but I'm like
The
Right,
smallest
I'm
photo. You can't tell
right on
it's
the
you.
edge.
No,
I'm
so I've
just
got.
like,
They've tagged me in your one.
Oh,
I'll show
really?
you. Yeah. Let me quickly show
Can you see you then?
You're gonna have to cut
Can you
this
see
time
you?
out. No, it's you, and they've mistaken it as me. So, no idea. There's not very many of me. I mean, these are great. How did you get rid of all that?
I bought them.
You brought them. How many
Yeah.
did you buy?
I just bought the package.
And how much was that?
30 quid.
You want to get a life.
And then I wish I had bought the package prior because it was only 25 or 20. Can't remember.
So we need to do that for next time.
But I bought
How
them,
many
I bought
photos
them
of you
last
are there?
time. Well, it identified me in 50.
I'm only in
Oh.
30. I don't really understand. Right, there we go. That's you.
Oh, I didn't get a picture like this.
Yeah, that's you. I don't know why they think
No. Yeah,
that's
that-
you.
Yeah,
That's not me.
That's not you though, is
No.
it?
So,
You sure that ain't you?
that's not me. It's not me. Look. It's not me. Look at the
No, that's not
trainers. It's not
you.
me. But that's you. That's definitely you.
Yeah, that's me.
And you're 1, 2, 3, 4,
oh no,
5.
my picture, I'm here. On,
Oh. What, here?
no, a little bit further.
Where
I
did
think
you
I
get
only-
to? You
I think
didn't
I
get
had
to
about 3.
before
before.
then. So 1, 2, 3, you were here. Round there. because it's 1, 2, 3. I need to complete that next turn. I'm not going to be happy if I don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
It bothered me this time that I fell in, and I'm going to wear gloves with grips.
Yeah,
I have
that
to.
might be a better idea.
Yeah, just to go. You know,
It
like
burnt my hands.
you know, like if you go B&Q and you get just the worker gloves, and they are full rubber. Them.
Because I was
Just a
thinking gym
pound.
gloves.
I can't believe you brought the package. I did see that as an option. So after this, when we book, it's an option
What?
to buy the pictures and a different medal. I'll show you when we do it.
Anyway,
Yeah, we need to get back to this. Right. Was it my turn? It was, wasn't
yeah,
it?
we're talking about your man. Yeah, definitely.
Did you read
demon.
this?
No.
Oh, right. See, I'm all
So it's my turn
confused.
now.
Yeah. I'm like, what?
Okay, so my one.
No.
Yeah, no, it is my turn. We ain't read
Yeah,
this
you
one.
read the silly one. I read, then it's you. Yes, that's right.
Right. So
I'm
mine is
so
now
confused now.
supernatural encounters. Same man at my basement staircase every night.
Yeah. Hell no.
Recently, since the 3rd week of summer break, 15 trans male lives with my parents. There's been this guy in a big flannel jacket and corduroy, or what looks like corduroy, pants, standing at the top of my basement stairs. At the top of my basement stairs? Does he mean bottom?
Well, in America,
Your basement's down.
yeah, it goes down, and then
If
that
it's-
means he's in the
You'd have to
basement
be
and he's
in the
looking
basement.
up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, we'll carry on.
Yeah.
To describe it, my basement stairs have no door and is open with bars in the sides as you head down for safety. The light switch to the first light as you head down is at the top of the stairs. This man or woman, I don't even know to be honest, stands at the light switch and hits it on and off.
Hell to
They're
the no.
so aggressive with it that it doesn't even sound like a light switch is being messed with. When I go outside my room to see if it's them, they stop and then immediately start banging their head against the wall. I can't see their face either because the whole time they have their back faced against me and to the wall where the light switch is. For background on my house, we moved here 6 months ago and the previous owners had a little girl and two little boy twins. It's weird that I've got twins in this one. Anyway, I haven't told my parents or friends yet because I'm honestly freaked out with how aggressive this thing is and I don't want trouble. It hasn't really done anything to harm me besides scare me and make me lose sleep. None of my family members have said anything to me either, which is strange because we can all hear what goes on in the basement stairs from our rooms. I can't even piss with the door closed out of fear and can't leave my room without my phone flashlight. Please help, I'm scared out my mind.
I think stop acknowledging it. I mean, I'd have to move. I couldn't stay in that situation. I believe my kids as well. I mean, I don't like it at all. What's the top comment?
Right, so top comment is, this is the flannel man. Many claim to have seen him. The next one says, buddy, I'm truly sorry this is happening to you. Enduring such a thing is horrible. I would be terrified too, especially if no one else hears it. The scariest part is them thinking you're crazy, but I have experience with this kind of situation. Just follow the simple steps and it will become a bad dream that's gone. It will keep that person away along with any others, and only the good spirits will be able to come near you.
No thanks.
and then invoke the law of,
No.
I ain't saying it,
Yeah.
and then it says what does it do, how does it,
No,
we're not
it's
doing,
weird.
what about,
I don't think this is good.
I'm not reading
So
any of that.
somebody has put a whole list of prayers or chants or whatever it is on there, and I
It
think
is suggesting,
it's like a chant, right? Some of that stuff. I think just stay away from it, ignore it, do not interact. I do believe him though. It is a him or transgender. I
a
can't.
transgender male.
Oh right, yeah. So I do believe him. I don't know. I wouldn't be carrying on with any of this crap either. I mean, call a priest in or whatever you believe, or do your best to. But what scares me a little
People
bit
are
is they
actually
don't
like,
hear. People are what?
People are like, oh, send you a DM with something to try. Like, people are suggesting stuff.
Because some people, like I've said to you before, like I'll get a sage and certain woods and I'll burn them through and that's the cleanse. But I don't know if I had a spirit manifesting problem in my house. I don't know if I'd try and handle that myself or I would seek help from what I believe in. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
I would probably do my best to try and ignore it. I do think there is bad stuff, but why is he like the fact that the ghost whatever is banging its head knowing that it's disturbing him is quite concerning.
Mm.
And it's weird that nobody else in the house can hear what he's hearing. Do you know what I mean?
Shall we have a quick look at the flannel man?
Yeah, go on then.
Do we want to actually?
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's different from reading random crap out. Do you see what I mean? What are you doing?
I was just seeing if it come up, but it doesn't. But the flannel cow does.
The flannel cow. It's hilarious. I've never heard of the flannel man. In fact, we've never read anything before about the flannel man. Images. Oh, it's got a lot of UFO stuff. Oh. No.
A man in flannel.
It doesn't seem very paranormal. Maybe it's from certain places around the world. There's one picture, two. He looks like the huntsman, doesn't he?
Strange familiars. Is that what that says?
Mm. Yeah, there's literally a couple of pictures of weird shit, but I haven't heard that. Right, I don't know whether this one is going to be scary or a bit of a giggle or whatever. I'm not really sure because it is called Minecraft Creepypasta.
Okay.
So yeah, me and my friend named Kit were playing Minecraft a while ago, and it was weird. So we started the world, did the basics, and like get wood and stuff and built houses. Well, during the night it started to storm, and usually the storm doesn't last long, but it lasted like 30 minutes and there was lightning everywhere. And when I was in the basement smelting some stuff, all of a sudden I got struck by lightning twice. She's talking about in the game, I'm assuming. Then I got hit by a really powerful arrow out of nowhere. So me and my friend decided to take a break, and when we got back we were both in shock. There was a status that was on fire, a statue that was on fire with a severed head on it and said, I'm coming for you. What the fuck? And we never logged on to that world again. Edit, I misplaced some stuff. I know, so I misspelt some stuff. Look, worse than me. Yeah, I misspelled some stuff, sorry. I have heard some weird stuff turning up in Minecraft before. There was like, so when my two were younger and they were playing Minecraft, every now and then you get an email from the school saying, apparently this and this has been seen on the game, please supervise your children. So it's obviously someone writing it in there.
Yeah.
Scary, did you happen to have any mods enabled, even texture packs? To me, this is all gobbledygook because I never paid. Oh, yeah. Sounds like something similar to what I had when I downloaded a texture pack off the website I never used or had heard of before. Or ask your friend if he had anything. So she thinks, or he thinks, whatever it is, whatever they downloaded had a bug in it. Meaning someone's written that into the program. But yeah, that is like, that would freak me out as a child.
Yeah, that's not nice, is it?
Right, go on, and then I'll be taking us home. You're gonna choose my one.
Right, I've decided to go with True Horror Stories.
Yeah.
Shallow Waters.
Love it.
This is why I don't go swimming, right? Okay, Shallow Waters.
We went swimming
Hello.
last weekend, babe.
You can call me B27. Don't ask why. But when I was younger, less than 7, maybe 5 or something like that, I remember something strange. It scared me so badly that I almost started to cry, but I couldn't. No tears, just a small, sharp gasp. Oh, it's bad writing again. I was playing in the shallow parts of the waters, not because I couldn't swim, but because I was rolling around and playing. My memory is shatter for a number of reasons, so sorry if I don't give too much detail. As I was playing, I started feeling sad and almost weird, unsettling, no matter where I sat or stood. After a few minutes of tearing up, I started laughing and playing again. I don't know if what I grabbed that day had anything to do with my emotions, but considering they started acting up before the problem started, it's very possible. I say I'm not sure because I was born with a few mental health problems, but anyways, back to the story. As I was playing, I had rolled around in the water, same spot twice, but the second time around was, well, like I said, if I could at the time, if I could have cried in the moment, I would have. I remember wanting to scream, but nothing. What I had grabbed will make me feel weird for the rest of my life. I have first initially thought it was a mask, but there was grass and skin. It felt like a hard bone.
What the fuck?
My fingers had landed in the eye holes. It was gross. When I moved my arm up, it came with it. Thinking about it now, it looked like some carved the front of a human skull off, then flattened that into a sick mask. I felt scared, confused and sick all at the same time. I have had weird things happen in my life. I'm dyslexic, so sorry for the mess ups. It happens.
I'm really confused.
Right, so as a young child,
Yeah.
he was in some sort of water somewhere.
Yeah.
And was rolling around like a young child would, playing in the water. And he's touched something, and as he's lifted his arm up, touching this thing, he's pulled out something that resembles a mask-like shape.
Right. But was a human
looked
skull.
like a human skull.
Right.
And his hands were in the eye sockets.
Right.
But he's saying since he touched that,
Yeah.
his emotions were all like all over the shop.
Right.
I don't know.
What's he saying? That his life's been fucked up since he's touched that? Maybe because he didn't report it. Maybe that spirit is... I don't know. I'm slightly confused, but I get it. He thinks he picked up a human head out of the water.
Yeah,
Right.
but not a whole head, just the front.
Just the front of the face. It's quite possible. It happens all the time. I've seen loads of things like that where divers go trying to find coins and all that crap. Next thing you know, they're ringing the police because they think they found a body. They're fucked up, right?
Yeah. But there's not really much to say. Everyone's just like, can we narrate it?
Yeah. Moving
I was
on.
like, okay.
Swiftly. I'm hoping this is a good one that I'm ending it on, because I was going to let you choose, but I actually want to do this one because the title's so good. I don't want it to let us down. But if it does, then we'll blame it on one.
Yeah.
All right, sweet. Okay. Borrowed personality, glitch in the matrix, proof of alternative realities, or just Death Day deja vu. Good title, right?
Right.
Are you with it?
Let's go.
Right. Be good. Let's send out the energy to the universe. What are we doing? We're manifesting.
Well, hang on. We're not manifesting. That's bringing it to
No,
us.
no. We're manifesting. It's a good story. That's it.
Okay.
You're like, no,
No.
I don't
We
want it.
I don't want that.
I don't want
I
it.
don't want it.
Yeah.
I don't want
Right.
it. This is someone else's life.
When I had my last child, I had a near-death experience. Not like the typical white light at the end of a tunnel experience, but one that has had some strange after effects. I won't go into all the gory details of how this happened, but I will say I felt floaty and tired. Then very
I
heavy.
feel like that was a time.
Literally, maybe we're near death.
Near death.
Very heavy, followed by everything going back and things sounding very funny. Anyway,
That's us.
it's literally including the crash alarm as my heart slowed to stop. That was the last thing I remember until I woke up in the recovery room after surgery and had a blood transfusion and my baby next to me in the crib. I spent an exhausting and it says an exhausting week in hospital. Thankfully my lucky stars and the doctors and nurses that I was alive. Then I went home and started to go back to normal. Well, not quite normal. At least once a day while I was out and about, it could be taking the kids to school, having a coffee at my mum's, going to the supermarket, anywhere. This strange feeling comes over me that I should be somewhere else, doing something else, with someone else. And the thought pops into my head, how did I get here? I shouldn't be here. Don't get me wrong. I am well aware of how I actually did get there, and I know I am with the people I should be with. I also still am aware of my surroundings. These thoughts and feelings don't stop me drinking my coffee or taking me to the people I'm with, nor do they make me forget what I need to do or buy from the shops. It's just a split-second thing that feels almost like there's someone else pushing me through and a thought to the front of my brain. I have 4 theories about it. The first is somehow I got a little bit of personality from the blood donor when I had the transfusion. I'm almost completely talked myself out of this because I'm aware that there will be none of their blood actually still circulate in my body. The second theory is that since I technically died, I may not be supposed to be here anymore, and the universe is trying to nudge that thought into my head. My third thought is that there is another version of me in another reality having some sort of faults, and maybe we switch realities when I was dead. The fourth and final theory is that maybe it's just death day deja vu, the memory of something that could have happened but didn't. If you have any thoughts on this or any other theories, please comment to let me know. What do you think? I think this is really interesting. What do you think's happening?
I'm kind based on her theories, I'm sort of leaning towards second and fourth.
So the second being, the second theory is that since I technically died, I'm not supposed to be here. And the fourth being, the final theory is that maybe it's just death day deja vu. Okay.
Like, I do believe that when you're supposed to go, you're supposed to go.
Yeah.
But equally, if she was supposed to go, she wouldn't be here.
Yeah. See, I tell you what is very interesting is what she has said about the donor's blood and personality traits, because there is research that says that when you have a donor's organ, that you can pick up traits or have.
I don't know how though, because if you've never met them, or
because it's a genetic, you're genetically. It's like when you have a baby, whether you have that baby or you don't. I think it's quite beautiful actually, that those cells have transferred into your DNA, altering your DNA forever. So both your boys, both my boys, the babies that I've lost, etc., their DNA is permanently in my genetics, changing me forever, changing you forever. So they believe that when you have, I've not heard about blood, but when you have organs, that DNA then becomes part of you, hence having memories, thoughts, different tastes after, etc. That's a whole nother topic altogether. But I'm leaning more with you on this. The second theory being that she should have died that day and didn't. Then I'm going to swoop that straight into, like you said, the full theory and say it's just death day deja vu.
yeah.
So she now understands how lucky she is, and that's why these thoughts.
Yeah.
I do like the universe one where she switched universe, because that's just, I like it, but that's not what I think's happened.
No, I don't think. How? I don't think that's. Sorry, I just
What's wrong?
touched my broken toe.
On the rug. Yeah, I enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that one. I thought we could have read that in Glitch in the Matrix as well. Bit of an everything, that one. Scary as well.
Yeah, because actually, that potentially could be a lot of people.
It is a lot of people. Do you know,
Like
in America...
Those feelings, I mean, like,
oh,
a
yeah.
lot of people could be feeling that and not sure why they're there, like, in that moment.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
I
she's
get
really clearly
deja
thought
vu.
about
When you have deja vu, and I have deja vu, are you like, oh my
I
God?
don't feel like I've had it forever. No, I'm saying that I don't want it. I'm not manifesting it.
Deja vu just makes me think, I've been here, I've done this before. And then I tell you, the only thing that passes through my mind when I have deja vu is like, oh shit, am I fucking up again? Because they say you relive and you relive. Well, some people believe that deja vu is you reliving your life till you get it right, till you learn the lessons you're meant to learn.
Oh, so does that mean I'm doing all right then? Because I don't feel like I've had
Perhaps,
anything.
yeah. So that is
Apart
one
from that,
theory.
every morning I'm like, come on guys.
You're like, yeah,
Come on guys.
that is repetitive
It's time
behaviour.
to leave.
Do you know,
We're supposed to leave
sometimes
10 minutes ago, guys.
you know,
Come on.
like at the end of the day, right, when you've cooked for the last meal and whatever, and then the next
last
thing
meal.
you're in the kitchen again, right, be it in the morning, the night after, and you're washing up and you think, fuck me,
Did this yesterday.
I do this shit every single day.
day.
Every single
We're
day.
supposed to be a team.
And then they go, why are you so angry? Because this is all I do. Are you finishing us off then?
No.
Yeah, we're
No,
done.
this is a long one too.
Yeah, we'll save it.
Yeah.
I'm going to find some really, really good ones for our last Halloween one.
Okay.
I'm going to deep dive. Might even go on Wikipedia. I don't know if I'll do that. I might just get Ed and Lorraine's case studies.
Who?
They are They are the ones that have helped
They're
write all the
famous.
Conjurings. Ed and Lorraine
Oh.
Warren.
I don't know who these people are.
Yeah.
Why would I?
I'm going to see if I can get some of their stories. Good times. Right, my darlings.
Sleep well.
It's going to hurt to
Lock
get
your
up.
doors.
Yeah, lock your doors. Close your windows.
You've got a basement.
Lock that door.
Lock that
In
door.
fact, get rid of the basements. Scare me.
No, I don't want a basement.
But
either.
lofts scare me as well.
Don't say that. I've got a loft.
I don't like lofts and I don't like basements.
I don't like basements. You know, to remember Tasha's basement?
I don't know if I ever went in it.
Yeah, there's a reason. There's
Why?
a dead frog down there.
A dead frog. A dead frog. I thought you were going to say it was haunted, but no, it's a frog.
No, that's where our washing machines were, so it was always really noisy down there.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
you
see.
couldn't hear them scream.
We can hear you scream at night. Bye.
Wow. What do you think of that? What don't you think of that? I think